Good day, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, welcome, everyone. We are live today. I had to take care of some business yesterday, so I did a replay of Monday's show, which was a replay of the Unwant series, since we were talking about wanting, unwanting last week with our series, Desire It, Desire It. So I hope everyone enjoyed those classic sips from 2021 that has Sekou Wrights popping up at the end to give his commentary. I love those sips. So I hope you enjoyed them. So good day. John, it's good to see you. Yeah, you can exit, John. You can exit. And I hope all is well. I hope all is well with everyone everywhere. And we're going to get into it because I got so inspired being on Sekou Wright's show this morning. And Sekou, if you don't know, Sekou has a show called, I'm going to put up his flyer, called Get Rich 101, which is on Monday through Fridays at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. And every Wednesday, I join him to talk about money, to talk about money. And that sparks all kinds of conversations, and we never know where the conversation is going to go. So you want to check out Get Rich 101 Monday through Fridays at 9:45 a.m. On Wednesdays, I am on. On Thursdays, Fee King is on for Fiance Files, and we just have a wonderful time. So part of what we were talking about this morning sparked this idea about compound, right? So we know, or you may not know, in the investment world, when you invest your funds in the market, they compound, right? You earn interest on the money that you put into your portfolio. And so part of what we were talking about was when we leave companies, sometimes we don't take our retirement plans with us. We don't roll it over into another vehicle, and it winds up sitting in a plan with the company. And you could be compounding more if you were still contributing to that fund. So check it out. We talk about that today at 9:45. Check out the replay. And so that got me to thinking, right? I kept thinking about this idea of compound, compound, compound. So I looked it up. I looked up compound, and this is what it means. It has many, many definitions um for different things. So it has definitions for law, it has definitions for construction, it has definition for science. So I'm going to share a couple of definitions. The general definition is this: compound, composed of two or more parts, elements, or ingredients to put together into a whole and combine. Another definition, and this probably is the definition that we may be most familiar with in the investment space: to pay on the accrued interest as well as the principal. So, an example that the dictionary gave in a sentence is my bank compounds interest quarterly. So, what does that mean? You have money in a bank account, and the bank compounds as to whatever you have saved so that you could earn more money, so that your money is making more money for you, right? The interest. Another definition, to increase or add to. And I love the dictionary's examples because most of the time they're pretty negative. So here's one. The misery of his loneliness was now compounded by his poverty. So you see the increase and the add to, the increase and the add to. So I would like for us to think about compound in the context of what we are increasing and adding to. The origins of compound comes from a Latin word that means to put. And I love that. Where are you putting your money? Where are you putting your thoughts? Where are you putting your attention? What are you putting? You see what I'm saying? Your consciousness. So to put is what the origins of the word compound mean. So you may have heard the term, you are compounding interest. Your money is compounding. And we usually hear that in the context of investments, in the context of savings, in the context of money, right? And that currency. But compound also has a currency in our consciousness. That's what kept going off for me today as Sekou and I were talking about it. What is your compound interest of your consciousness, right? Where are you putting, because the origin of the word compound is to put. So where are you putting your consciousness, right? Because wherever you're putting your consciousness is compounding. You're adding to, it is increasing. So wherever you put your interest will compound, be it money, be it your consciousness, be it whatever. Wherever you put your attention will increase, right? And who has control over that? You do. You have control over where you put all of the things, where you put your consciousness, where you put your attention, where you put your energy, where you put your time, where you put your efforts. And wherever you put it, it compounds, right? That is the intention, to increase, to add to lift up that vibration, to compound that positivity, that vibration, that love, that joy, that quality. Are you compounding your quality? If you have no interest in the quality that you chose for 2025, to those of you who are participating in our quality for 2025, where you make a commitment to experience, express, and embody a high vibration quality, right? If you have no interest in that, then it's not going to increase. It's not going to grow. It's not going to expand. So you have to put some interest in it. Whatever it is in your life, you have to add interest in it for it to compound. So what came to me today, I'm gonna share a story. So last week I went to Tuskegee University with Zola. Zola got accepted into the scholars program at Tuskegee University, and they had a special open house on Friday for all of the scholars. So, I'm a proud mama right here, right? So we left on Thursday. We got to Montgomery, Alabama late Thursday evening. And the plan was to drive from Montgomery to our hotel in Auburn. And we were going to stay the night in Auburn. And then in the morning, drive to Tuskegee, which is about 20-minute drive. So we landed in Montgomery. We had a 2+ hour delay in DC, whatever, right? And then when we got to Montgomery, we were 2 hours later than we were supposed to have been due to the delay in the connecting flight. So we go to get the rental car. So we get to the rental car area, and I notice it's probably after 9 o'clock, somewhere around there, and most of the stations were closed. I had rented our car from Alamo, and there was someone there, but there were a whole bunch of people just waiting, just standing there. And the person that worked at Alamo wasn't interacting with any of the customers. He was kind of like going in and out of the back room. So I asked the gentleman who was in front of me. It was probably like 10 people just like there. And the only other counter that was open was Avis. So Alamo and I think National, it could be something else, were together. And Avis was separate and apart. So I asked the gentleman, what's going on? So he said, "Oh, their system crashed and they're not able to rent out any cars until the system comes back up." So I said, "Oh, well, how long has the system been down?" So he said he's been waiting for an hour. Another gentleman was listening to our conversation and he says, "I've been waiting for 2 hours." So I'm like, "So have they indicated when they think that the system will be back up?" And they were like, "No, the guy keeps saying he doesn't know. They're working on it." I said, "Okay." So I'm starting to hear now, I'm like tuning in more and I'm starting to hear the rumbles coming from the peoples who have been waiting apparently for a very long time. And for whatever reason, the person that works there is not being very communicative. He's not really like giving any updates or anything like that. So I go up to the counter when he comes back out and I said, "Hi, can you give us an update of when we'll be able to rent a car?" And he said, "I don't know." And he turned around and went right back in the back. So I started laughing, right? The another person that was at the counter started cursing. So I quickly backed away from that person because I don't want none of that energy. And all that kept going through my mind was no complaints, no complaints, no complaints, no complaints. I said, "Okay, I got it. I got it." Right. It's after 9 o'clock. Zola is tired. It's been a long day. We want to get on the road. We can't rent a car. So I call AARP. That's how I use AARP to rent a car because you get discounts, right? Shout out to all my over 50-year-olds out there. Get those discounts, y'all. Get those discounts. So I call AARP. I get somebody, and they're basically of no help whatsoever. They basically tell me, "Well, cancel your reservation with Alamo and rent another car from one of the other." And I'm telling her they're all closed. The only one that's open is Avis. And I'm asking her, would she be able to facilitate renting another car for me since she has access to all of the different systems? And she tells me no, because in her system, that day, which was February 20th, was already blacked out. So they couldn't make any reservations for that day. I would have to do it myself. So I said, "Okay." I said, "Can you cancel my reservation with Alamo?" So she said she has to call Alamo and confirm what I'm saying is true. I said, "Okay, you do that. I'll hold on." So in the meantime, the gentleman that I had been talking to earlier, he comes over and he's like, "Were you on the phone with Alamo?" And I said, "No, I was on the phone with AARP." And I tell him the whole story. I said, "We're going to rent another car from another company." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, What are the alternatives here? To continue to wait? That's one option, or to rent a car from somewhere else so we could get to where we're going. So he goes up to the man at Alamo again, and now he's a little bit more agitated. He had been very, very calm and nice, at least with me. He says to the Alamo guy, "I gotta get out of here. If I take a taxi to my hotel, will Alamo reimburse me when I come to get the car tomorrow?" And the Alamo employee says, "I don't know." He says, "You could try. I don't know." Right? So this employee had no agency, had was not helpful whatsoever. And then he quickly went to the back again. I was done with Alamo. So I go over to Avis, and she acts as if she doesn't know anything that's going on with Alamo, but she's right there, right? But she acts like she doesn't know what's going on. So I tell her that I need to rent a car, and I wanted to know if they would honor the price that I got with Alamo, which was $49. And she said, "No." She said, "You rent a car at what the price is." And she goes, "And if I was you, I would do it online because it costs more when you do it in person." So I go online and I can't do it because they have to that day blocked out already. It was like after 9 o'clock at night. So they already had the day blocked out. So I couldn't do it. So I had to do it with her. So I go back to her, I tell her that. And the whole time I'm thinking, no complaining, no complaining, be kind. You know, I'm sending love rays. Like all this is going on in my consciousness, which what am I compounding? I am compounding love, peace, joy, cooperation. That's what I'm compounding. That is the interest that is being compounded and my aura and my energy. I was very focused and conscious about this. So the woman at Avis says, "Well, I'm getting ready to close." Right? So I said, "Well, okay, right after I rent a car." So she's like a little like, she got like a little attitude, right? Because she ready to go home. I understand, girl. So I said, "I need a car." Um, And she's like, "Okay, let's do this quickly." I said, "Okay, girl, let's do it quickly." So she says, "Okay, picking up today, returning when?" I said, "Returning tomorrow." She said, "Okay, returning tomorrow here." I said, "Oh no, I'm not returning it tomorrow here. I need to return it to Atlanta because we're flying out of Atlanta tomorrow." She said, "Oh no, I don't have any. I only have one-way cars. I don't have any cars that you drop off someplace else. I'm sorry." So I took a deep breath and I looked at her. I said, "Girl, I know you can help me. I know you can help me. So this is what I need. I need a car tonight that I'm going to return to Atlanta tomorrow evening. And I know you can help me." Right? So she's looking at me. She looks in the drawer and it's like all these car keys in the drawer. It's a mess. She pulls out, she says, "Oh, here's one." She said, "So this is a corporate car that can be dropped off anywhere. This is the last one." She says, she tells me again, I'm getting ready to close. I said, "Okay, well, let's do that." So it wound up costing me twice as much as Alamo, but I got the car, right? She did all the things that she needed to do, gave me the car keys. And then she says to me, "I just want you to know that it wasn't that I didn't want to help you. Our system shuts down at a certain time, and then I can't do anything. So that's why I kept saying I'm getting ready to close because my system it will shut down." So I was like, "Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing that with me. And thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate you. Get home safe." She said, "You too." And I walked away. got the car. One of the guys comes over to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, I just rented from Avis. So we get in the car. We're going to drive to the hotel." So he goes, "Oh, let me get a car. That's a good idea. Let me get a car from Avis." Now, this is the man who said he had been there for 2 hours. And now he's decided he gonna go over to Avis to try to rent a car, right? He goes over to Avis. What does the woman say? "I'm sorry, sir, but I'm closed." He goes on a tirade on this girl. Tirade. We leave. We leave. We get in our rental car and we drive to the hotel. Everything is fine. Compound. Every interaction that we have with another is an opportunity for us to compound the interest of love, of peace, of joy, of harmony, of our quality. One of my qualities is grace. So, the man at the Alamo counter who knew nothing, who was absolutely no help to anyone, I was like, let's extend some grace to him. Because Zola was like, what is wrong with these people? How do they work and they don't know anything, right? I said, Zola, we don't know the whole story. Let's just extend him some grace. He's having a really hard day. Can you imagine all these people waiting to rent a car and he doesn't know when the system is going to be up? He has no control over that whatsoever. I said, let's just extend him some grace. So Solo said, okay, mommy, you're right. You're right. Compound. What are you compounding in your life? What is your interest? What is your interest? Let your interest be your quality. Let your interest be love, and that will compound. Don't complain. No complaining compounds doors opening, opportunities, helpful people. I can't tell you how many helpful people we encountered over our time in Tuskegee and Alabama. Don't complain. The interest of not complaining, the compound interest of not complaining is priceless. It's priceless. So that's where we're going this week, y'all. If you can't tell from all of that, our series this week is Compound. What is your compound interest? Compound. What is your compound interest? So let me check in with y'all real quick. Good day, everybody. Good day, Sekou. Good day, Fee. I hope I broke it down, Sekou. I hope I broke it down. Oh, thank you, Fee. Thank you. The lighting is good. So I got to mark this on the floor where my light is. Thank you, Fee, for sharing with your circle. Hey, Shay Love. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. Everyone give a birthday shout out to Shay. Her birthday was Sunday. Let's see. Shay said, Wayne Dyer said, a clerk is a jerk. Not very spiritual, but it's way more effective to get the manager. Nope, none of that was even necessary. None of that was even necessary. I did that same thing the other day when someone was telling me no. I absolutely sure that you can help me. Totally work. Jesus is a psychological tool. Marianne Williamson. Yes, I constantly affirm to people that you can help me. Constantly. And they do. They do. I'm telling you. Tim, hey Timothy, it's good to see you. Sometimes you just have to be kind, patient, and appreciate what people can do. Yes, 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 absolutely. Thank you, Shay. I'm glad you enjoyed that story. And there's some birthday shout outs to you, Shay, from Nicole. Good day. Nicole, good day, Barry, joining us on Instagram. Yes, Barry, I'm a mother of 18-year-olds now. My girls' birthdays were Saturday, and they turned 18 years old. And I am just over the moon, grateful, and all of the things. I am a proud mama. Yes, I am. So that's where we're going this week. Compound. The question this week is, what is your compound interest? What are you compounding? Are you compounding your quality in every interaction? Are you compounding no complaining, the energy, the vibration of no complaining? Oh, the return of that is infinite. It is delicious. It is delicious. All right, y'all. So I see you, Julie. Hey, Julia. Yes, girl. I know. How is it possible? I don't know. I don't know how it's possible, but it is. It is. So thank you, Julia. Let's get into some joy news real quick. I'm just going to share two things and then I will say good day. Have a wonderful today. The two joy news tonight. We wrap up our book study of Dare to Prosper by Catherine Ponder. We're doing the last chapter, chapter 4, which is Tithe Your Way to Prosperity. So if you haven't joined us the last 3 weeks, you could join us today. Get the book, read the whole book today. It only takes a couple of hours. It's a very short book. And join us tonight at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. Go to rocklandcsl.org for the Zoom link. Just click on Events, Community Cafe, and you will get the Zoom link there. I hope to see you tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I facilitate our book study, and I'm thrilled to announce what our next book study will be in May. So we do a book once a quarter. So our book study for May is Sekou writes, Hack Your Pain Now. That's where we're going for our next book study. So get the book now. You can get the book, I'm sure, on Amazon. You can get it in an ebook or as a paperback. Also on audiobooks, you can also get Hack Your Pain Now. So I am really excited about that. Get the book now so you're ready in May. Okay. And Sekou will be with us on that journey. It is going to be fabulous. My second thing that I wanted to share. Oh, that was it. The book study tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And our book study in May is Hack Your Pain Now by Sekou Writes. And I think I have a graphic of Hack Your Pain Now. Let me see. Yep, here we go. Hack Your Pain Now. That's the book. Sekou Writes. All right, y'all. So I will see you all tomorrow. We will continue our new series, Compound. Think about that question. Think about that question. What is your compound interest? What are you compounding in your life, in your consciousness, in your interactions, in your relationship with yourself and others? What are you compounding? What is your interest that you are compounding? Yes? Yes. So good day, everyone. Have a wonderful today. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We are living life in joy, connected to our yes. Bye, y'all.